You're watching Carlyle's Picks. You're watching Carlyle's Picks, and we're here at Alpinestars headquarters. And we're going to go inside and take a look at all the latest gear they have. Racing ahead. So you're watching Carlyle's Picks, and we're here at Alpinestars headquarters in Torrance, California.
Hi, my name's Nic Sims, and you're here at the Alpinestars headquarters. Come with me, I've got some cool gear to show you that's going to help you on the street, on the track, and keep you protected. It's critical that the jacket or a suit fits tight. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there riding around with jackets that are probably 1 to 2 sizes too big, because they go in and they try the jacket on and they're like, wow, this thing's kind of tight and I'm all bent over. I'm like, well, they're designed to be. They're anatomically made to put you in that riding position. Yep. And for protection, it has to fit like a second skin, so that when, worst case scenario, you do hit the ground, you and the suit or jacket slide together, not one and then the other. That's how you're going to get friction, and injuries can occur. So the thing is, if you try a jacket on and it feels too tight, it's probably the right size. But a lot of people go up and then they go, oh, this feels like the jacket I wear down to the bar. Like, you're not going drinking in that jacket, you're going out riding. So that's the critical thing, is to have it tight. Go into a store that's got a good reputation for fitting and try various sizes on. I'm 5'10", 165 pounds, and I'm a 50. But there's other people my height, a little bit, they're a 48. So you've got to try them on, and like I said, it's leather, it gives.
I would say best case scenario, you go to a shop that actually has bikes, and you can actually sit on the bike in the riding position and see how it feels. But still keep in mind that it's going to give a little bit.
Right.
So it's still going to be a little bit snug.
And another thing to consider too is, and we'll get to that as far as the add-in armor, if it's really tight to zip it up and you're like, oh, this thing's great, consider you may want to add in a back protector or a chest pad, and that's going to take up some volume too. Yeah. So a lot of the jackets, this one here is our new Atom jacket. This is a fully CE certified jacket. Everyone's heard of CE certification. Honestly, it's a bit of a minefield. There's so many CE certifications. A lot of the time, they're related to armor, whether it's a back protector, elbow protection, chest protection, stuff like that. They have certifications now for the whole suit or jacket. What that means to the consumer, if you buy one of these, is now this jacket is not just this part is tested, not just this part is tested, but the front is tested, the seams are tested, and they do various tests where they'll do abrasion. They'll have a fairly high grit sandpaper block, if you like, where it rubs on the jacket for a certain amount of time, and they measure the amount of wear. How long does it take to wear through the jacket? They have a penetration test where they drop a sharp object onto it, and how far does it go through the material. They also put it on a pressurized disc and see how much pressure it takes to break a seam. All things that basically try to mimic what could happen in a crash. So you're getting an item that is going to be not crash tested, but as close to that you can do it in the lab. So you're getting a fully CE certified. Little things it has in it, and it has it on the suits as well. You can see here, and you don't normally see it, a wrist adjustment. And again, this is to meet CE certification. The reason being is if this jacket is on and you go down and you slide, by adding this extra piece of material in here to really clamp down around the wrist, you can eliminate that. It's another test they do. There's basically a cone with a weight, and they measure the amount that it moves out, and it's only allowed to move out of the sleeve a certain amount. Again, it's to mimic that slide. Another thing you'll notice on here is the crutch straps. Again, you can take these out, they clip in and out. So if you don't want to run them, you don't have to run them. But for us, to meet certification, it's important that we have everything in place. What these again do is they would run between your legs, and stop the jacket in the event of slide riding up. So it keeps all the protection in place. You know, keeps the jacket snug down, keeps the elbows or the elbows and the shoulders in the right spot, so that if you do roll, it's going to be there and not be wrapped around here or backwards or wherever.
We actually had a rider that went down about 3 weeks ago. He was wearing pretty good armor. I don't know what jacket he was wearing, but he slid, and I think that the jacket, it did run up, and he got some pretty severe injuries. He's all right, but you know, because it slid up, he got some kind of penetration impact to his body, because basically there was no jacket there because the jacket was up.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, and all our jackets have full zips. So if you bought a pant aftermarket, you can zip the jacket to the pant, which for track days and stuff like that, they require a full circumference zip if you're running a two-piece. And a two-piece is a great option for the vast majority of people. It gives you adaptability to run the jacket on its own if you're commuting, and then at the weekends when you're going to go and carve the canyons and stuff like that, you can zip the whole lot together, and you've basically got almost the feel of a one-piece suit, and at a cheaper price too, but you've got the same level of protection.
If you want to briefly talk about the zipper, now I know there's a science behind it, but a lot of people may, because even myself, you look at the zipper and you're like, is this zipper really going to hold up? Like, this little zipper is going to hold this on in a crowd?
Yeah, I mean, we use a lot of high quality zippers, you know, the YKKs, the well-known names. The way they're stitched in with the double stitching, flat stitching, again, because you don't want that irritation. You know, you want the jacket to be comfortable. So yeah, we try to use the strongest zippers possible, but not give up weight. You know, when you're looking at a 1.3 mil leather suit, for example, like the suit that you've got right there, you're looking at a 13-pound suit. So we don't want to give up protection, but we want to try to keep the weight down. We don't want a big bulky suit that you've got to wander around in, and it's the same thing for the jacket. So the manufacturing processes are critical, especially when we're talking about CE certification and burst strengths and things like that. Also building in flexibility. I mean, this is a classic example here. This is the race replica suit. Basically, this is what all MotoGP guys are running. They're running the next one up, which we'll get to. But one thing that Alpinestars does, I think, the best is build in these accordion panels. What they do is they allow you to bend. They allow a lot of movement of the suit in the correct areas, because you watch it on TV, those guys are right off, you know, Casey's down there dragging his elbows going around corners. If you don't have that, the suit sort of bunches up and you feel uncomfortable. If the rider's uncomfortable, his mind's not going to be on doing his job and winning. We want him to win, we want him to be on the podium. So whether it's the race replica suit, whether it's even some of the driving suits, you know, we do a lot of automotive stuff, Formula One, NASCAR, World Rally. You'll see these same panels in the high-end suits there. It's all about making that user, whether it's somebody who walks into a store or somebody that's getting paid to race, comfortable, so that they can concentrate on the job there that they want to do. So we'll build it in. There's Kevlar behind here, because obviously when a lot of the stitching in here, each little hole can be a stress point or a tearing point. So we build in the Kevlar backing on it for, again, extra protection. So there's areas where we know we can take material away, but there's other areas where we're like, we are definitely not taking it away from that. So it's about rider safety. You can see stretch panels, accordion panels on the legs, you know, on the lumbar part, down the wrist, the sides of the body, across the shoulders. And this suit has a lot of perforations in the front. And this leads us up to like the highest level of protection that you can get. It's track focused currently, and that's this suit at the end here, which is our airbag suit, which is the race replica Tech Air suit.
watching Carlyle's Picks.